What is up, everybody? Master Darkpoi Gaming, I am Darkpoi, and welcome to the channel. Today we are doing something a little bit different and taking a look at Kalevala Legends with the Westside Bag. Due to the upcoming Kalevala Legends event that is going to be hosted by Spinoff, this one's going to be a big deal, so I thought I would take the time out to familiarize myself with the Westside Bags again and bring you a basic walkthrough of how to approach this course when the event arises. First shot off the tee, we're looking for a pretty standard shot with the sword. It's going to be a forehand play, aim low, and aim for the front side of the island. You're going to ground play up for the easy birdie putt. Going into hole 2, our most primary focus here is going to be playing off the back wall. Now there are a lot of things that can go wrong here. You can hit tree trunks, you can hit rocks, you can skip over many different ways. Me personally, I think the safest play is going with the sword and just aiming for that back wall. Hole 3, another gimme birdie with a potential ace run here. I like to go with the Prince in the Westside Bag. With a pretty standard hyzer play, you should be able to approach the back wall and bounce off back towards the basket, allowing yourself the easy putt. Now, if you clip some leaves, you might slow your disc down just enough to nab that rare ace. Hole 4, the biggest priority you have getting off the tee, in my opinion, is getting over the hill and not landing behind any silly rocks. As long as you do this, you can do one of several different things here for shot number 2. If you're further up forward and you're within that 100 to 110 meter distance, you could go with the Sampo and play directly to the ship with the risk of going into OB. However, I think a safer shot for your number 2 is playing it like this, where you're playing with the fade hitting you into the land. Now you can go with the Prince or the sword. The sword has the sticky attribute, so I personally went with that, but you can do either or, just giving yourself an opportunity to hit that eagle, which in my opinion is a must get. Hole 5 is probably going to be the most complicated hole to guarantee a great shot on. Getting familiar with the Destiny is going to be a big deal, so I highly recommend getting out there and doing some practice rounds and familiarizing yourself with the Extra Glide Big Skip Destiny. It can be a deal breaker, especially on hole 5, because it's very easy to flip it up into OB. With enough practice though, you can nab this eagle. Again, I highly recommend getting familiar with the Tursus. If you are not already familiar with it, it's going to be a lifesaver and it's going to potentially get you strokes on the field. Going into the next hole, my big play here is the Destiny. I think it's a relatively straight shot pullback depending on the wind direction, but playing it around this tree is a safe play, and skipping over the lava is definitely the way to go, as it's going to give you, in my opinion, the best look for the easy eagle. It is risky and a couple things can go wrong. It's best to try to skip over the land and not the lava, but it can work either way. For hole 7, I think that a stock forehand hyzer shot with the bear is the way to go. It can park you right up over here by the basket for the easy birdie and minimize the risk of going into the lava. For hole number 8, I like to disc down and go with the Sampo here. The other discs are going to play very long. The Sampo play is risky because you can fade and land over by the lava. However, with a little bit of luck and with a little bit of good wind, you should be able to get the Sampo to park right at the base of the hillside here, allowing you the easy opportunity for the eagle there. Hole 9 is going to be a tricky one because your wind can really determine how you play this hole. You could play this for the big albatross opportunity. It is not a gimme by any means. However, if you are able to get through the Mandos there and get a big push, my recommendation is to try to get yourself over here for the simple eagle. It's risky because of the lava, but that's Kalevala Legends. If you want to play for the safer play, play with the harp and play so that you end up fading to the left side of the green here instead of playing the island green. That way you can still give yourself the opportunity for the eagle nonetheless. Hopefully this will help all of you players out there who are completely unfamiliar with the Westside Bag, and Kalevala Legends maybe isn't your strongest suit. These are just 9 basic stock shots for you to help you along with your journey. If you enjoyed the content, please hit that like button. This is Master Darkpoi Gaming. I am Darkpoi, and hopefully I'll see you in the future.